Welcome back to Let's Play Timberborn. I am Brickthar. We have our beavers here who are working really hard trying to make sure we have a quality settlement. So seeing how this is my 5th video in this series, that also makes it one of my very first videos on YouTube. I've been on YouTube now for a little over a month and I've had a lot of fun. I've learned a lot of stuff. I've learned that I say a whole lot. I have learned that I pause in talking a whole lot. I have learned I say a whole lot. And I am really excited to kind of continue to hone this new craft. It's been very fun. But I've also really enjoyed getting to know these beavers. I love this game. It is a wonderful game. It's got a lot of depth, even though it is still in early access. And it has just a charm that I have not seen anywhere else yet in terms of city builders. So last we left off, we were in good shape. We've got plenty of water, plenty of food. We've got a good timber industry going and lots of industrious beavers. We now have some power getting put in place. We've got some of these compact water wheels. I think we end up putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are in the process of getting built. We also are working on our levee over here so we can create a reservoir for water. Once we get our power going, we're going to be expanding our industry out in this direction. So I think that's probably our first real expansion direction. Is getting going this way. In fact, we might as well go ahead and increase the priority of these bridges because I'd like to set a path and see how far in this direction I can go. Because if you remember, the district center, we can only go so far out. Let's find if we go down this direction, we start turning red. You see right here, there's only so far out we can go with that. If we can extend this out and then put it this way, and then we look again, that's as far as our beavers will travel from our district center to here. If I were to try to build something outside of this line, they actually might build it, but they would not be able to staff it. Let's test it out. That is just beyond, so I'm pretty sure they are going to build it but not staff it. Let's speed it up and get to the next day. Probably can go down to 18 hours. Give them a little bit of a break. Give them a break. Let's see. Yep. So they're going to build it, and then we have unconnected building because it's not connected. This building isn't connected to any district center bypaths. What we would need to do here, if we wanted to staff this, is we'd have to, we have an option to delete and recreate our town center. So we could delete that. We could recreate it closer here. Of course, that has ramifications going on this side. But we could also put a little gate here. So in our paths, we have a district center and a district gate. If we delete the road right here and put a gate down, now we can, and I'm not going to yet because I don't really have the population to start migrating. We could put this district center right here and migrate beavers over to this new district, and then they would populate this. So right now this gate tells us where the new district will start. You cannot have a path going from one district to another without having a gate to separate them. How are we looking on water? So we've got 84 water and 1.7 days left. I think that's good enough. I don't think we need to start pumping out any of our water here, although we could. Looks like we're getting close to using it up though. So we really do need to get this reservoir going pretty soon. Now our plank situation is not good. Once the water starts flowing, we'll have at least one wheel that could start turning. So if I wanted to, I could prioritize this lumber mill, which I think I'm going to. We're going to prioritize that. That way we build this lumber mill and we can start having a more consistent plank production. Now we don't need gears right now because we don't have anything that will... Nope, that is not true. We need gears for this fourth and final tank, and we definitely want that. In fact, we'll probably want to go ahead and add tanks all the way down through here because eventually we're going to need to have a lot of water. Speed us up a little bit, working on our lumber mill. We did pause one of our breeding pods, so we've got 2 running still. We have 1 unemployed beaver. Where can I put this beaver? Well, I guess we'll put him at the lumber mill as soon as that finishes. We also could put another lumberjack because, as you can see, we're not keeping up with the timber growth. So I'm going to undo some of this pine so that we can change this into maple, because eventually I want a lot of maple. Just bukus and bukus and bukus of maple. This has never got planted, so I don't think he can reach there. Same with these. He must not be able to get all the way over there now. Well, why could he get there before and now he can't get there? Is it because we built another one of these, maybe? Maybe he was going through here. Let's put us a couple of platforms and see if that changes anything. I'm just curious if that is the problem. What were we building here? We were building a builder's hut. That will allow us to have more builders. Right now we only have our 4 builders from the district center. Okay, Zernagath, you have populated our lumber mill. Last video we also made this rooftop terrace, so our beavers have another place to chill. And we are almost done with this drought, and we will get some water power going. Now, I don't think we will finish this levee before the next drought. Maybe if I tell them to hurry up with the hut, but I still don't think so. I think that we're going to be looking at another cycle before we get that, which I think will be fine. We still have a decently low population. These new water tanks are going to keep us in good stead from that standpoint. We could probably also destroy these 4. They are empty. And just create 1 big tank right here. I think I'm going to do that. Now we could also destroy all of this and move our water production just fully over to this side. I don't think I want to do that. I kind of like the idea of trying to split it up. That's not something I have done in the past. What is accept goods, obtain, empty? What is the difference between obtain and accept? Maybe that's a prioritization. Obtain goods from other warehouses. Okay, so maybe instead of getting goods from the source, which would be, in this case, the pumps, maybe it is getting goods from other tanks. So we are done with our drought, so we're going to have some water coming soon. Want to make sure we are pumping that. Now we have a lack of employers. Correction, a lack of beavers for employment. But I'm going to delete my little road here, and then we're going to put a water tank. Let me see if it will let me put that on top of the rubble. Oh, and it just moved the rubble over here. Good. We won't lose those logs. That is good. How are we doing on storage? We've got plenty of storage for planks and gears. I will probably stop the gear production after this is built. Well, we've already used up all the gears. Because I need planks more than I need gears. And gears... Oh, we just used up our water. Thankfully, it's coming down from there. But I don't need gears right this second. And to make a gear, I need a plank. 1 plank for 1 gear. So I'm going to pause that so we can have more planks to finish out our path here. And then, I mean, if we have a very long wet season, maybe, but pretty positive we won't. Which is fine. That's fine. I mean, I could cheat and just do just a dam, but I really want this to be too high. Okay, is this built? Nope, not yet. I want to see how far this way we can come with our district center where it is. Well, I'll need to continue producing gears if I want to get that going. So, never mind. I stand corrected. How much power do we have? Everybody's there. So what is not employed? Because somebody... Oh, yeah, that's it. So remember when I set this to low priority for the workplace, as soon as we needed to pull away from it. Now, I wish you could do a little bit of logic where it's like one of them is regular priority or high priority and the rest are low priority. For me to do that, I just need to build a second hut, which I think I'm going to do that because I'd like to keep one person hauling at all times. So how much does it cost? Where is that? Labor, hauling post, 20 and 10. No, never mind. And it looks like we just had one person come available. So I think I will not do that. We have 1 free bed, so we're going to have to build some additional housing soon. Ooh, we got power going. Look at that. We are getting 63 horsepower. Huh. I thought it said... Let's look here. 40 horsepower per CMS. What is CMS? I do not know, but obviously it has something to do with the rate of water flow because we are getting over 40, and that is a good sign. So we can produce all we need for that. Now, we've got 11 planks. We are going to need plank storage. Is this built yet? No, but I don't necessarily need it quickly because we're going to be using up most of the planks that get produced. Well, I say that, are we? Isn't connected. Oh, need one more path here. Now we can get it. Okay, so we are connected here. So let's... Oh, I need to also get that levee built. We're going to speed it up here. Now our wood, we do have plenty of space. It looks like we're a lot more full than we were. I love how it gives you like an accurate representation now, because you can see in. We may have always been able to see that in these, because I believe it was open before, but I know that something changed in here, either the graphic of the logs or like some kind of representation. And I still love the little flags that are on top of the storage. So if we see over here, I know I pointed this out already, but it's just adorable. So I got blueberries and carrots and blueberries. So cute. Kadoke. Let's see what we got here. So we got it built. So I want to see how far out we can go. Okay, so we can go that far. So let's go take it on further. Well, further than I thought. Okay, so we can go down to here, but that's still quite a ways. And we can also probably go ahead and build up so that we can have... I don't need 2 of these, do I? I need a 2 level. So we can get up to this level. So we'll do 2 and 1 with some stairs. Go ahead and put our path. And then we can go ahead and cut down this, and we can expand our energy industry up as well, because we have some options for bringing our power up one level. There is a mod that gives a whole lot of power shaft flexibility. I may eventually install some mods on this run, or maybe that'll be the next run. We'll do a modless this time and then a modded run later on. So 58, 54, these are just doing a great job. We may end up doing another row right behind it. I don't think that this slows the flow of water, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does. I mean, I've never noticed it doing that, but I also haven't ever. Ooh, 2 beavers are injured. Do we have... Slow it down. Okay, 1 is injured. We do have a medical bed, but since we had 2 at one time, let's go ahead and get a second medical bed right beside it. I think we're going to go ahead and unlock the shrine because we have a plethora of science available. Is plethora the right word? I don't think so. I do not think so. Okay, guys, what you doing over here? I think we need more water. We've got a drought in 2 days and 380 water. I feel like we had like 500 before that. I think that what I would like to do in this episode, if we can, is I'm going to speed us up because I really want to try to get this levee done. If we go fast enough, we'll do it. If we don't, we will get to it next time. Okay, we have 1 more day before our drought is upon us. We are nowhere near finished with our levee. Like I said, though, I think that we are going to let that continue to go. We're going to stay at high speed and see if we can just weather any storms until that is finished, because we know that our water production will last up until at least about 10 days. If we get a super long drought, we might be in a mess, but I think we'll be good. Let's go ahead and pause both of these. Make sure that we are not pumping out water that we want to keep. These are just going good. I'm very happy with the amount of power that we're producing there. Bodes well for if we put in another 5 or 6, either here or here. You see they are stopping because our water production has stopped, and now we are not flowing at all. This will soon evaporate as it travels down out of here. Now this will still be there, so later we may want to reach over in here, but by the time we get there, we'll probably also have quite a bit of dynamite starting to be produced, and we can just bomb a deeper hole here. Though once we get this levee built, we'll have a lot of water retention. And then as we get dynamite, we can blow away the bottom layer and we can make a pretty deep reservoir. I'm not entirely sure how many layers up this is. We can only go down so far. But I would guess, I mean, we can at least go down far enough. How far are we down here? So we're 1 level down. We can at least go down that far, I know. So we can at least go down at least 1 more layer. And I don't know how many times I can say at least in a single sentence. I guess at least a lot. Okay, so now this is the problem with water power. When the water isn't flowing, you have no power. So this is not a long-term solution, in my opinion, especially playing on hard, because these droughts get longer and longer. Our wood production's good, our food is still good, our water is good. Our plank and gears production is good, but we are full. We do not have any more storage to make more. That is not acceptable. We need to get some storage going. You know, 80 planks is just too much for the moment. I think we're going to have to stick with a medium warehouse. We're going to put a medium warehouse right here. That is going to be for planks. Nope. Did the same thing again. We need a log storage for planks. Where is that? A large industrial pile. We'll set this to planks, and we'll tell it, do it a little bit faster, and then we're going to delete this one and just create another small storage for gears. The building hut, you know, let's go ahead and knock... Oh, I really want them to continue that, but I also want them to knock this out, because if we can employ some beavers building, we can do the levees faster. So let's knock that out. Let's get it done. Okay, it pulled it from here, which I think that's fine. And now we have more beavers. Now 392, we're losing water faster than I was wanting. I guess that's okay, we'll probably be fine, and we can always pump out of this in a pinch. Let's bring us down to 18 hours. Renji has passed out in exhaustion. I understand the feeling, Renji. I understand the feeling. I do think we need another forester. Not forester. Forester's the planter. We don't need a planter. Another lumberjack, because we're just not keeping up with the wood, and we'll need more wood. But that probably means we need to go ahead and continue building up our lumber storage. So we will do that. We'll keep on coming around here. Just like that. We'll leave it normal priority. I'm not in a hurry to get the wood storage. You see here, we've got plenty of available storage, because each one of these can also do 20 logs. Well, that's nice. We've got all of our electricity built. So what I'm going to do with it is... Is it because it's the path? I think it's the path. Yeah, I need to do that. So actually, we're going to just delete this, and I won't make it yet because we may want to put it somewhere else, but we'll probably just put it here or maybe right here. But that will let us come off this direction, and we can take the power up here. Let's go ahead and plan that out. So 2, 1. Let's get our power over here. That is 80. Let's unlock that. We can unlock the engines. We might go ahead and do that soon. It requires a lot of lumber, but we do have a good, healthy lumber industry. Let's see, we'll come in and go straight up. Then I'm going to put one of these at the top to give us some flexibility there. And then, oh, gotta delete the path. Nope, don't need the levee, just need the path. Now we can do this. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see what we have gotten done on the levee. We are making it. I do not think that we're going to get it this episode as much as I would like to. Let's go ahead and tell it, start filling in our maples over on this side. Okay, so we are in good shape, in my professional opinion, my professional beaver opinion. We have a lot of little projects going. That levee's going to be extremely nice when we get it up. I'm hoping that by the time the next drought comes around, we will be finished. And I think we're in good shape for that, especially if we keep a full 8 builders, because we have 4 here and 4 here. So yeah, I think we're reaching the end of episode 5. I am very appreciative for you joining me on this beaver journey. If you have liked this video, I would also appreciate a like and or subscribe. And I will catch all of you later. Have a wonderful day.